I'm looking at 7.2 homework and I see some normal calculations. And I wanted to show you how you can use StatCrunch to solve some of these problems. So we go over here to question help. And we come down to tech help. And it tells you how to do things. So if you have a TI-83, it tells you what to do here. It's not fun. So I don't really like that at all, but here's the StatCrunch thing. So you can use StatCrunch. We'll find out how to get there in a second. You use calculators, you select normal. So that's everything to find the area to the, well, we'll see in a minute. It's really cheating to me, but okay, fine. And we'll see how to use it. So here, more likely, the best way to do this to use StatCrunch to get normal normal z-scores and to compute probabilities that way, but you don't have to. So it says, there it is, you can find it. So I'm going to close this. And then I'm going to go to StatCrunch like that. And then I got to make this visible. Come here. There we go. This won't let me drag for some reason, okay, because I'm sharing, I think. Come on, let me drag something. No, no dragging is allowed. Fine, maybe up here. Oh, there we go, we're dragging. Okay, that's done. And there we go, okay. So where we go is to, I think, where is it? It said calculators is what I want. Calculators, here we go. So stat, calculators, and we go down to normal. So what normal does, you put in numbers in these boxes, and then it gives you the piece that's missing. So say you had a mean like we had on one of our problems with 18. Let me see what I've got here. And we had a position like 18 was the mean. And then we had a position like 13.5. Oh, the standard deviation was 3.1464, like that. And then we had a position, say it was 13.5, like that. And then we wanted the area left of that value. Hit compute, and it shades the region. And it also gives you the area. So we looked in the tables, and we got 0.0764. And then it says it's 0.0763 if you do it exactly. So rounding happened to us, I guess, like that. And we wanted the area, say, between 24.5 and 13.5. You can actually get that directly. You hit between, and you put the 13.5 on the low side and 24.5 on the high side. You hit compute. And 9042 happened. We got 9044 in class. So we had some rounding. So it does that. And you can then actually do a sneaky thing. You can find the area between. I'm clicking on between. It doesn't want me to do it. Okay, so I have to clear some stuff out. There we go. I'll hit between. And then I'll put, I'll leave these both blank like that. And I'll say, suppose I wanted to find out, say, I want 80% of the area contained between two values. I hit compute. It'll find the range symmetrically around the mean that contains 80% of the values. And that just to me seems like black magic, but there it is. You can also find, delete some of these. I'm deleting, delete, where is it? Delete, delete, delete. You can hit standard there, put the standard normal, mean 0, standard deviation 1, like that. And then you could be interested in where you have to be like the 80th percentile, 0.80, like that. And you hit compute, and you'll get the z value where this area left is 80%. So that's 0.84. Maybe you want 95%, like that. Hit compute. You get 1.645. These are all numbers I know by heart because I know the 95th percentile in a standard normal distribution. So if it was me and I wanted to use this, since we'll be using the tables in class mostly for everything, if you put 0 and 1 in there for mean and standard deviation into StatCrunch, then it'll give you the table values. So it'll give you the table values you need for a percentile, or if you put in a table value like 2.73, it'll give you what you would see when you look in the tables for the chance of being less than that value of 0.9968. So I'd use it for that purpose to look up the table values quickly, but I'd avoid using it to get the answer just by button pushing, really, because we'll be talking about tables. And you really want to know what the z-score looks like for your values, because z-scores turn out to be important. When you do statistics and you see a z-score of 2.73, you want to know that z-score is way off here on the left-hand side of the normal curve, and there's almost nothing left above that. You want to know that just in your gut, that 2.73 says that. So without seeing a bunch of z-scores, you won't know in your gut what they mean, and then you'll be more lost when we talk about confidence intervals and hypothesis testing. When you see a z-score, where does that stand in the scheme of things if you don't actually compute z-scores? So my guidance would be use the normal calculator in StatCrunch to compute z-scores, or use it to find z-scores for positions if you want percentiles, and then go from there to find the actual positions in the distribution. Otherwise, you're short-circuiting something that you're going to need later in the course that really is important to know. So that's the end of my little video on using StatCrunch and the normal calculator. It'll help you on your homework, at least to check your answers when they're not working out, and you can see whether it was a round-off problem you were doing or you just did it wrong. And I'm going to close off, and I'm going to post this on Blackboard for you to look at. And I'm done now. I'm going to stop recording.